Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
Who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with Diddy? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah. Popped out the town car with a camera. Said, yo, Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this. The whole thing, we need to document this, Playboy. He was like, party. And he got pissed at me. He said, yo, don't Playboy, don't play with me. You know I am, I'm Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
So Jamie Foxx suffered a very serious medical emergency that landed him in the hospital.
Hold up. Was Diddy really behind the attempted murder on Jamie Foxx's life about a year ago? Y'all better get a chair for this one, because this mess with Diddy just got even messier after he was allegedly exposed for poisoning Jamie Foxx with cyanide. This comes after his ex-bodyguard, Big Hommie CC, spilled the tea about the time he witnessed Diddy contracting people to finish off Jamie because he knew too much. Apparently, this is why Jamie ended up in the hospital last year with a stroke and almost lost his life. Big Hommie CC even went as far as claiming Jamie secretly went to the FBI to report Diddy to them. But since he didn't have any concrete proof for his claims, the FBI didn't take him seriously. And this is also why he never came out to reveal it. Now, like I said before, this entire mess dates all the way back to April of last year when Jamie suffered a life-threatening stroke because of a possible blood clot in his brain. The entire thing felt really sketchy to a lot of people because his family was being really secretive about the details of his illness, and no one knew if he was gonna make it out alive or not. There were even some reports at some point that he had died, but his family was not ready to announce it. Child, the rumors were flying around and everybody was eating it up because there was no news of what was really happening. After weeks of being in the hospital, Jamie recovered from his condition, and the first thing he did was jump to social media to address the rumors surrounding his illness. He said the entire experience was very traumatic for him, and even compared it to him going to hell and back.
I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through, I went to hell and back. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos, you could do take two, but I'm not gonna do a take two. It is what it is. And if you see me out from now on and every once in a while I just burst into tears, is because it's been tough, man. I was sick, man, but now I got my legs under me, so you're gonna see me out. But like I said, I just want you to remember me for the jokes that I crack, the movies that I make. Some of them good, some of them ain't. I think I got a good one out. And the songs that I sing, man. And then, some people were talking about I'm clone. Well, check this out.
Even though people were really happy to see that he was okay, they also couldn't help but notice that Jamie seemed really emotional in that video. And it looked like he was holding back on some things he wanted to say because he was scared of upsetting the elites in the industry, aka Diddy and his entourage. In fact, some people even went straight to throwing allegations at Diddy for trying to end Jamie's life. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, it's been rumored for a while now that Jamie was possibly one of the celebrities who was at Diddy's freak-off parties. What really spearheaded these allegations was when an old interview that Jamie did a while back went viral on social media while he was still in the hospital fighting for his life. During this interview, Jamie spilled some major tea about the time he got invited to a Diddy party, and upon his arrival, he saw a bunch of naked people doing all kinds of freaky stuff. It was an entire party, and there was everything you could imagine, including Diddy's infamous pink as some of y'all know it. That pink has actually come up a lot recently, and according to reports, it's a dangerous combination of hard substances to get people to indulge in freak-off activities for hours without getting tired.
So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this, and it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right. Bum.
And remember how I said Diddy would have this infamous pink in abundance at his freak-out parties? Jaguar Wright took it upon herself to get in touch with one of these dealers who cooks up this substance for Diddy, and he gave her an in-depth detail of how exactly this works. And y'all would not believe the things she had to say.
Pink in Young Miami has to bring across. That's,
Wait, the Tusi.
yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was. So I talked to my guy, and my guy filled me in. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
With Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Education.
101.
So Tusi is the, but they take the and cook it up. And they fold it into the. Now, if you don't know what is what they call on the street special. It's a veterinary, the horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain that you would always find on hand. Viagra, special, and now see, the can keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of what the blood flow is. So you wants to fuck with a half-hard all night. So that's why you have the Viagra to make sure that the involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing yourself with the. Now see, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You could get by 80-ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you, so you don't feel. And then you add the to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out, and now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now, the Tusi, they done skipped. They done skipped all the steps. They condensed it.
Wow.
So you got in there, and then you got in there, and they say that some of the dealers add the in there. Now the Viagra, you still got to take that solo. But with the Tusi, you got all of that. The gay cocktail, off cocktail, in the one thing. And the reason why it's pink is because they put the food coloring in it. They think, he said he think they got it from the Breaking Bad. You remember how they was making the meth, and they made it a special color, so they done that with the Tusi.
Wow.
It's the food coloring.
You think that...
As if you need more. When did high not get high enough? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, to the point where you have to fly it across, like, I need that here tonight. Can you get that here? Like, no...
I need that here. You got 3 powerful and food coloring.
Okay.
You are numb. You are wired. You pop that Viagra. You a f***ing machine. You anything. You a brick wall wouldn't even feel it.
Anyway, going back to Jamie, he revealed in another interview that these parties were so exclusive to the point that he wasn't initially allowed to get in, unless he got the invite by Diddy. So in order to let Diddy invite him, he would bring his camera along and document the whole thing for Diddy. After all, we know Diddy loves to record them freak-offs, and a little helping hand from someone who's also in the industry wouldn't hurt. In fact, if y'all remember, Cassie said in her lawsuit that Diddy used to film these parties and keep the footage as leverage over the people who attended. It looks like he wasn't the only one recording them by himself, because he had an entire crew of people he paid to take these videos. And Jamie's only way to get into these parties was to basically become one of these camera crew members.
You couldn't even get in this party, so the way I would get in this party is I show up with a camera.
Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this, the whole thing. We need to document this, Playboy.
So as y'all can see, Jamie knows a lot about Diddy, and he was the first name on Diddy's list as soon as he was ready to clean house. This was reported by Diddy's former bodyguard, big homie CC, during a recent interview on Camp Capone News. He said Diddy was responsible for Jamie's illness by poisoning him with cyanide. Big homie claims Diddy tried taking him out too by poisoning him with the same substance on 2 occasions, with the second attempt getting at his brother, who was also poisoned in the process, but he made it out of both attempts alive. As if all this wasn't wild enough, he said the reason that Jamie is still so secretive about the details of his stroke is because he reported Diddy to the FBI for poisoning him, but he didn't have enough evidence to back it up, so the case was never made public. Mind you, all this was before Cassie exposed Diddy, so Jamie coming out without proof would have definitely made him look crazy to a lot of people.
Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
So, wait, you're saying that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx and that's how Jamie Foxx got sick?
Jamie Foxx reported this man to the FBI because of this. Facts.
Wow. Okay, and how did you hear about this? If you can tell me, or if you can't, that's all good. But you know what I'm saying, like, well, you know, people are they're gonna want to know, you know what I'm saying, how this happened, or you know what I'm saying, what's the backstory to this?
Well, by the time this drop, this is gonna be in the stratosphere. It's gonna be in the ether by the time this drop. You can probably look it up right now, but by the time this interview drop, this is gonna be out in the ether for sure. These people poison people, bro. I've been poisoned 3 times. Why am I testing positive for cyanide? You feel me? Why do I had pneumonia 3 times. So people like, man, why he breathe like that? Because I only got 1 lung. And then I had a car crash. I got 1 nostril permanently blocked. And I done had pneumonia 3 times. Somebody been trying to poison me. My brother got poisoned with me. The little lady I was bodyguarding, she got poisoned. Like, somebody is carrying on these antics. These is facts.
Is there any idea why Diddy would want to poison Jamie Foxx?
You get called to testify if you on camera and some of this footage, and you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself. It's ways in this industry people go about doing things. Just know I tested positive for cyanide 3 times. After drinking some bottles in the club. Once you get hit with the cyanide, it turns into pneumonia. I had it 3 times. So.
And notice how he said once you take cyanide and it has the possibility of causing pneumonia? Well, guess who suddenly died from pneumonia despite never being diagnosed of any illness and being healthy? Kim Porter. No, I'm not saying Diddy had a hand in Kim's death, but there have been rumors going around way before he even got exposed that he did have a hand in it. So I guess we just gonna have to wait for the feds to conclude on that. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person person who said, yes, I've been saying it from the get-go. Diddy had something to do with Jamie's illness, allegedly. I said it the second I heard the news about Jamie falling ill on set. I see Big Homie name pop up and I instantly tune in. Big bruh always dropping the knowledge and keeping it a buck. Stay safe out here, Big Homie. Another person said, Jamie was going around talking about recording Diddy's parties before getting sick. He probably seen and knows a lot. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Jamie allegedly getting poisoned by Diddy? And do y'all really believe he reported Diddy to the FBI? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.